Hello friends, it's Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here just working on this this is only my second time of working on it. The tall book of Mother Goose that we started last night together. And we worked on the cover last night. So after the video, I did do what I said I would do. I experimented with the little golden book. But first I took this in and I did seal the cover with it's the Mod Podge spray sealer. And so I put a good coating on here, like back and forth a couple times, like at least 2 coats, I would say, maybe even 3. I felt like I put it on kind of thick. I almost was wondering if it was too much, but as I was doing it, it almost kind of looked like the covers, it was like soaking in to the covers. So I don't know, that's the feeling I got. And then it dried super quick, like it just soaked it in and dried it up, you know what I mean? So it's not, I mean, it's a little shiny, but you know, I feel good that it has that coat on it now. It's not anything you can see either, because I made sure, you know, and I looked at it really carefully to make sure I got it all over from top to bottom, side to side. You know, I took it and just, if there was a spot over here, I took it and sprayed over here, you know, or whatever. The point is I got it all over the, both the back and the front cover to make sure it had a sealer on here. Even though if you look at it in person, you wouldn't say, oh, somebody, you know, put a sealer on here. It just looks, because there's such... it has such a grungy look, you don't know that there's a sealer on there, but there is. So then I experimented with that kind of random little golden book cover that I have to see if my sewing machine would sew through it, and it did right away. It just, you know, was okay. It looked like I was going to have to go slow, but it did go through it. So I was like, okay, let me try it on here. So I did try it on here. And this feels like really hard to me. That's why on the video last night I said, I don't know if my sewing machine will go through this. And even on the edges, it's not soft. It doesn't feel soft. But for some reason, like when I sewed on it, it was like soft. The needle just went right through, like softer than a little golden book. So I don't know what the deal is with, maybe it's just because it's very old, or because that's the way they made cardboard in 1942. You know, it's maybe a softer, or maybe because it's a different kind of you know, composition. Like it, you know, when it was coming apart, you could see the layers. So I don't know, but my sewing machine went through it like butter. I didn't have to go slow or anything. I just zipped right around here, and I made sure I got the corners real good. Because, you know, we were gluing the corners back together. So I feel like between the glue and the sewing, the edges on here and the corners are really sewn down now. See, I just sewed right through. You know, it was awesome. And that was so cool that it worked. And a zigzag stitch all around. Here's the back cover. So tonight, see, that's all well, then I started separating the pages, because they're kind of like we're in signatures and sewn together. So I started taking the strings out and taking the pages. So I got these done. And as I was taking them apart, this is kind of like how they were. I wiped down, like I looked, it didn't seem like the pages were dirty, but I see this like discoloring here. I just kind of wiped down the middle with a baby wipe. And I did feel like I got some dust or something off that little middle part here where you see the browning in the middle. So... and there's a string still there. So I did that to the pages I took apart, and then I ran out of time because I did part of that last night and part of it this morning before I went to work. So I thought I would carry on tonight. I want to make sure I have these in the right up and down type of orientation. So here's the pages I have left to go through, so I'll kind of show you what I was doing. This one doesn't feel dirty, and I'm kind of looking as I take them apart. As I take them apart for a page, I thought maybe it would be cool to use a page from the book on this back cover. So this is what I have picked out so far, because this has a lot of color in it, you know, and a lot of images, you know, little characters from the Mother Goose poems and stories and things. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool? So I'm looking for a page with a lot of like something like this. Like I can use this one unless I find something better. So I'm kind of just still looking through the pages. So if you don't mind, we can look through the pages for a minute. Like here's a cool one with Humpty Dumpty. That would be cool, a cool one. But I want something with a lot of characters. Like this has just, you know, whole characters everywhere. So this would be a cool one too. This one just has a lot of little children on it, not necessarily characters. So maybe a Humpty Dumpty would be better because they're actual little Mother Goose characters. And I'm also looking for a page that's whole. Like I had pulled one out, but it had a little corner right here like ripped off. So I mean I could use that, but it would be better to have a whole page so that it covers the back cover. So I think I'm going to leave this one out, and this is not dirty either. I'm going to leave this one out as an option. I think I'll put my options right here. And then I have my baby wipes here in case I need to pull one out to wipe off these pages. So, and they're very, I love the colors. If you, I'll show you some as we go through here. I'm just like making sure. See, here's a string here. I'm pulling off all the strings and seeing if they need to be wiped down at all. This one feels, I think I'm going to pull a baby wipe out just in case. Have it ready here. So I hope everyone had a great day. Weather is just so crazy around right now. It's like the coldest spring. I think I remember one spring since I moved to North Carolina that it was cold in May. So this is only the second time it's been cold this late in spring. And it's been warm. It was super, like in the 80s, like 88 last weekend. And now today it got all rainy and freezing. It was crazy. I didn't have to wear a big coat, but I did have to wear long sleeves and a raincoat. So to make it through the rain and the cold today. So yeah, I've just been doing something like this, making sure there's no dust there in that middle part. And I love these colors. Look at this. These, like, it looks like fall, one misty morning. And here's a pretty picture over here of the farmland, it looks like. Very cool. So and then I put them over here when I'm done with them. So I've only got a few more here. And so then you'll get to see the little pictures in here. So cool, right? I haven't actually looked at every page either, so see, I didn't get any dirt off that one. This one has, again, people, not characters. I mean, they are probably people characters, but, you know, I'm kind of looking for, like, little creatures. Like they have here, Humpty Dumpty, and there's a little lamb and a bird and some frogs. There's some children here, too. But maybe we'll find the combination. There's a cow on here. I mean, any of these would be fine, you know. So, and I pulled out some pages here too. I would like to get started on making pages tonight. So, but I don't want this video to be too long. So, see, here's, it looks like there's dirt on there, but nothing's coming off. See right here, kind of like spotty. Nothing's coming off though, so I think that one's good. Here's a pretty one, like Christmassy. It says, does it say Christmas on here? Let me see how this opens. It might have over here, whatever page was over here, it looks like Christmas. So that's a pretty church. That's a pretty picture. Just so cool. Look at the colors. And here's this side. So here's some browning. No dirt coming off. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get this done a little quicker here. I get you know, involved in looking at the pictures. So cool. 3 blind mice here. Cute. Nope. If I'm getting anything off, it's just barely anything, you know what I mean? Like I see a couple of dust particles on there, but Nothing's really coming off of here. Now this page, I've got some dirt here coming off, or some dust. Let me wipe this down a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Don't want to mess it up though, as far as having it come apart on me. So, okay, now this page looks dirty. Let's see if anything comes off of here. You know, there is something coming off of here. See that? Can you see that brown right here? And it's coming right off. So that's why I'm kind of like going through every page. Like even if I don't use it, when I put it away, I want it to be ready to go for next time. Even if I don't use it in this journal. All part of the preparation, right, of making a journal. Especially if you're kind of trying to rescue an old book that was headed for the trash. Okay. All right, I think that one's clean now. Let's see. Yep. Okay, this one. Let's see how this one does. This one's pretty too. But I think those two that I already picked out will be they're the best ones so far for the back cover, inside the back cover. Okay, yes, I'm glad I pulled this out because this really needed, some of these needed to be wiped off. Okay. Yeah, this one is pretty dirty right here. It looks dirty. I don't know. Let's see if any of this is going to come off. All right. I think I need a new baby wipe. Okay, let me put this out of the way. And this out of the way. Need a new baby wipe. All right. I think that one's good. Almost done with this. Okay, these are kind of stuck together. Let's see what's happening. There's 3 pages here. Okay, let me wipe them off, and then I don't need to take them apart right now. If I use these, then I'll take them apart, you know. I'll cut them apart or something. Mary had a little lamb. Isn't she cute? Look at, she's so pretty. It's so cute with a little lamb. That's adorable. Okay, that's good to go. Oh, look at this one. This is cute. Yeah, we looked at this one last night. I must like this picture because I keep pulling it out. But I want lots of characters on the back, like I said, not just one main character. I don't think. This one does look dirty though. Look, yeah, that's coming off in a major way, right there. See, that's what I was running into last night. Just some major dirt like that coming off. See, a lot is coming off of this page, and I don't know, even know how dirt gets inside of a book like that. See that? On the inside pages. Or, I mean, it's not dirt. I keep saying dirt, but, you know, it's just dust, I guess. Okay. I'm going to wipe off my table a little bit here. Throw this in the trash. Okay, so I want to make sure that, because I'm going to go ahead and glue paper down here. I think that would be the most appropriate thing to put on the back cover. See, that would be pretty, but I'd rather have several characters, and I think I like Humpty Dumpty the best. So let's go ahead, and this is a little bit too wide because, you know, I cut off the spine. So that means now that the pages are a little wide. So I'm going to put this, and it's like they're almost, it's just a little bit up from the top and a little bit, you know, a little bit down from the top, a little bit up from the bottom. And then this I'm going to cut to fit right up, almost up to the edge here. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue to glue it down. So I'm going to make a little fold right here where I'm going to cut this page off. Right. You know what? Let me separate it from this page first. Let me separate it from the second page so I can see better. Cut this page off. And then now I can measure better. So I don't want to cut it wrong, you know. Okay, so it's just really going to need a little, really just a little sliver. Okay, so about right there. So let's cut that little sliver off and see how it is. All right. And I don't want to mess this up, so I'm going to cut carefully. I don't want to crack anything. Oh, wow, that really is a sliver. See that? Okay. Now, so exciting. All right. Let me see. I don't think I need to cut any more off, but yeah, I think it'll be all right. I think if I had any extra, I could just kind of like push it down, kind of like almost fold it over. I gotta make sure I get it over here far enough so that it doesn't stick out over here. All right, let's get the art glitter glue going here. Do our little twisty thing and our little loosen up thing here. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and using Humpty Dumpty, put glue all over here and going out right up to the edge over the sewing inside, because you know, if I was going to have sewing on the inside showing, I would have wanted it over the paper. I mean, I could sew again around, but I don't know, probably won't do that. Okay, I want to get this down before it dries. You know how art glitter glue is, it dries pretty quickly, so you kind of got to get it on there and get whatever you're gluing down, get it down. Okay, I want to get my edges down good too, so okay. I'm going to come back and go around the edges. Ooh, almost stressful. Gotta get it down before it dries. Okay, we go around. Now it doesn't go right to the bottom, but almost. Like right, I can see where this page is. It's going to go about the same place because this one's not quite to the bottom either. This paper from the previous paper that, you know, that was on here didn't even go to the bottom, so it didn't look like anyway. Okay, I want to get a little extra on this thread here so it glues over the thread nicely. Okay, come on out, come on out. It's like drawing. I might have to do the top half and then go back under the bottom half because it's starting to dry. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this top half down and then peek under the bottom half and see how we're doing. Okay, let me see. So almost to the top. Get it onto the side, right to the side over here. Almost to the top. Yeah, okay, right about there is probably good. All right, I'm going to press it down here. And I can put more on the edges, but I just want to, I would like to get it down. I'm going to have to round those corners. Okay, now let's get this bottom half again. Alright. I'm not going to put a pocket on here or anything. The pocket's going to go into the pages, but I am going to put a pocket in the front, on the front cover to cover up that that torn piece that's on the front. Okay, so that's nice and even there. Really nice and even. That's perfect. I can't believe how perfect that is. It's like, I want to make sure it's glued down. It's not going to rip or anything. A little piece of fiber there. Okay. I kind of want to just put a little bit like right here. Yeah, see, that needs some right there. And just go along here. Kind of like we did last night when we were repairing. And just get this all nice and sealed. Okay. The new paper onto the cover. And I could put a sealer on this too. I don't know. If it's necessary, if I feel like it's necessary, I will. But if it's not necessary, I might not, you know. Because I'd rather just leave it like it is. The paper that it is. Okay, now I need another wipe for my hands. Good thing I have these out here. Okay. So that is sealed. And I just kind of push it down. See if there was any that, there wasn't really any coming out over the edge, but I feel like it almost, what I just did made it press down and kind of merge with the edge there. So, and then I've got a little bit possibly to round here, but I might be able to do that with the glue. Yeah. Okay, so now let's see the top. Is it loose at all? I think I need to do the same thing up there with the art glitter glue. Just kind of get that edge sealed nicely. I don't want it, you know, to wear off with use or anything. So, okay, that looks good. Now, here's a corner that's sticking out. So I'm going to see if I can do the same thing over here. Put some glue. And this side isn't coming up like the other side. Like this side is solid. So I can't get any underneath, but I still want to just have a nice seal here. And I could just put the sealer on the edges. I could try that too, because over here on this edge, it's going to be where the coils are going through. So I want that to be strong. But this is going to help right here. See, now this is where it's sticking out. So can I just glue that down? I think I can. I can always cut it off later, but I think if I glue it down and if it stays, it will further strengthen that corner, possibly. Okay. So that is pretty much sealed there. And again, that is, let's see, where's my book cover? I have to figure this out. Yeah, this is the inside corner or inside edge here where the coils are going to go through. So I want this, it's going to be, you know, have holes right here. And so, yeah, I think it'll be fine though. It looks good. Maybe a little bit right there. Sorry if I'm kind of taking my time. I just want to get this right, you know. I mean, this is what you got to do to get it right. Got to do what you got to do, right? To get everything strengthened and renewed. Okay, so this corner is down. This corner, okay, this corner is not down yet. Let's see if we can flatten that out. I'm going to just press it into the book cover. Let me get part of the book cover. Okay, is it down? Yep. And if I don't like that, I can always kind of like peel it up, and maybe, unless it's, if it's glued down good, I'm going to leave it alone. I probably should leave it alone, let it dry. But yeah, it looks good. Okay, there it is. I need to let it dry. Let's see, do we do the bottom? I don't think we did this edge. Okay, let's put a little bit right here. It's down good, but I just want to put an extra seal there. You know, there we go, see? Just kind of bonding everything together. Okay, I like it. I'm happy now. I'm satisfied that it's strong. Okay, so let me wipe my hands off for a second. See what time we're at. We're at 26 minutes. So maybe real quick we can put a few pages in here. Okay, let me wipe that little nozzle off there. I got a lot of glue on the outside just now. Sorry, I'll clean that off later, but that was weird. Okay, back together. Okay, so we separated our pages. We put a page right there. I didn't get my pocket, what I want to make my pocket out of yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to put here yet. So, and I don't want to cover up too much of this either. So, I don't know. I have to think about that. Maybe, you know, we could cut out a character from the book and put there. I could look for a character, right, and put a character there. That would be cool. Like a centerpiece. Like, not her. I don't, you know, I mean, she's cute, but something like this is what I'm saying. And there would be a centerpiece. She'd be a centerpiece. I'll fussy cut out whatever, that one that I liked. What was it? Mary, quite contrary. She was so cute. Or Mary Had a Little Lamb. And cut her out so that she fits. Like this one would pretty much fit right over that. I think that's an excellent idea. Thank you. I'm so glad we thought of that. Because I was picturing a pocket covering up too much. You know what I mean, just now? So I think that's what I'll do there. Cut out a character. Maybe Mary, quite contrary. So what I'm going to do is, so the pages, we're going to start putting in pages, and I can kind of measure. I know it's about, this will fit about 1 inch worth of pages in it. Because I've, you know, I've used these a lot. Not lately, I haven't made that many, but, you know, you can fit about 1 inch worth of, and you see that? About 1 inch worth of paper, and before you can have to stop because it's going to be too much. So I want to put some pages in here. These pages, I'm going to have to, like, this is already separated, so why not use that one? Let's see, maybe I'll pull out all the separated pages. And then I won't do that right now, though, but that's to give you an idea of what I'm going to do. Separated, the pages that are separated. And then I'm going to have to trim them a little bit. Because see, these are too wide. You can see that right now. Just like we did that one. And except these are not going to go to the edge. They have to go in a little bit. So I'll have to trim a double sliver like I just cut off of these pages. And then I pulled out, I have music paper here. See how long that is? It's from a big music book. I thought that would be cool to cut this up and use some of this. Like this, I could get actually 4 pages out of. See, I could just cut this in half pretty much. Both of these in half, and I'll have 4 pages right there. So let's do that. Let's go for it. I'm going to cut in the middle first. This is some old vintage. This is from So I got this my mom gave me a bunch of music last September. I think it was in September. She gave it to me. And I mean a bunch. A big box full of old vintage music. And some of it was really pretty old in it, but it's all different sizes. There was hymnals, there was little songbooks and big songbooks like this, and piano books and just all kinds of stuff. So, let's see, I don't want to cut this all willy-nilly. Let me see if this is going to be too wide. Oh no, it's going to be perfect. I think it's going to be perfect. Okay. I thought if I had to cut any off, I would just want to cut off the white space over here and not cut off the music, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have to cut off anything. So I'm just going to kind of measure like this to where the middle is and cut it right down the middle. These 2 pages, these will be 4 pages already that we have. And then I have some really cool ledger paper that I'd like to cut next. It's a big ledger paper. So I'll show you that. Okay, so these are like exactly, probably the exact right length. So that's cool because this is tall, 12 inches long. So there we go, 4 pages. And then the big ledger is right here. So this is not 12 inches long, but I thought I would do it this way. So I can go ahead and get 12 inches out of this and make some pockets. So let's see, I think I want to cut the holes off. I feel like that's going to be my weak link if I leave those holes on there. So I want to cut those holes off so I don't have to worry about incorporating those. And then I want to see it's plain on the back, but it's a light green, so that's cool. And this is 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'll need all 3 of those, but let's go ahead and just experiment with one here. So let me put these over here with the book pages so we can kind of measure. So I want to fold the pattern side of the ledger paper up for the pocket. So it would be something like this. And then I can leave it. I'm going to have to cut it, you know, here. So, but I can leave it this tall. I think that would be all right. Let's go ahead and cut it and see what it looks like. So, just measuring my width here. About right here. So let's cut that. Let's see, right there. Oops. Right there. Everything even and straight. This is all I have left of this big ledger paper, so I don't want to mess it up, you know what I mean? So it'll be like that. And I will glue this down, unless I think that's too big. Let me see. So it'd be like this as a page. I don't think it's too big, you know, compared to the height of the book. I think it's fine. So let's go ahead and cut one more out of this piece. Almost right even with this line right here. So that's where we'll cut this line right here where the this part stops. Okay, I think I want to try to get that top brown line in there. Okay. Let's see if that's good. Yes, I think so. Okay, another page. And this will be a scrap, which I'll put right there for the moment. Okay, so we've got 2 ledgers. We like this. See, you've got, the thing I like about ledger paper is you've got lines both ways. So whatever way you put it, you can still, if you want lines to write on, you still have lines to write on either way. So I think that's really cool about ledger paper. And then we've got the music paper. We're going to have some book pages. And I was debating on what kind of, I want to put a few pieces of scrapbook paper in here. Kind of debating with myself on what kind of scrapbook paper to use. And I have, you know, this is children's children's book, but it's these old-timey kind of pictures and colors. So, but there are, if you look at this, greens, orange, yellows, pinks, there's bright colors in here. So I was debating on whether to go like subtle, neutral, vintage, or brighter colors like this. So I kind of said, well, I should go with the colors in the book. Why not? I mean, I have some pretty papers here. So here's what I pulled out. Just kind of random bright colors. But I think I'm going to, I like to put color on the back when it's white like this. See, these are all white on the back. So I like to put color on the back. And then I have, let's see, I think I have some double-sided too. Here's some double-sided with color. And these are double-sided. So I can have both, you know, double-sided and some that I put color. I usually, what I do with these, in case you haven't seen it before, if you're new to my channel, when I have a piece like this, it's pretty on the side, white. I have some spray bottles, and I have put color, I use food coloring to do my coloring as far as when I need a color like pink or blue. I have pink, blue, and green, always ready to go pretty much. So on the back of this one, gosh, this is kind of a coral color, so I might do, I mean, I really could do anything because it's the other side, but I might do pink on here, or I could do green, you know, I could do whatever. But I just take the spray bottle, I don't hold it too close, I kind of hold it, you know, about a foot away, and just spritz over, so you have a light kind of sprayed look, and it's color. So it's not just white, so it's kind of like a blank page, but it has some color to it, so you're not just turning to a white page. And then you can do anything you want on it. You can put pictures on it, you can, you know, write on it, or whatever you want. So that's what I'll do to these three. I'm not going to cut them right now because after this video, I'll take them and do some spritzing on them. So that's the plan for those. And so we can go ahead and cut a couple of these though. Maybe real quick, if that's okay. So we can see, because these are 12 by 12, so perfect for this. And doesn't that look pretty in here? And doesn't that look pretty? Look at that green. It's like the exact green, so that's awesome. I've got my TV on. I should probably turn it off. I'm not watching it. I just like to have it on, even when I'm videoing. If you see lights flashing, it's my TV. You know how TVs are. So anyway, let's... See, these are a little bit too wide. These are the ones that need to be cut. And let me just remove my pages here so I can measure a little bit of this. Well, you know what? I could probably cut 2 at a time. Save some time, right? Let's cut 2 at a time. All right, so I don't want it all the way over to the edge, but I want it over to this edge, this inside edge. So I'm going to measure like this, right here. All right, that looks good. All right, and I'm gonna cut. These are some papers I picked up at a thrift store. I don't see them scrapbook paper really, which is seems kind of weird, but I don't see it that much at thrift stores. So yeah, when I saw this, I thought this was really pretty, so I picked it up. So here we go, a couple more pages to go, ready to go, 12 inches long. So now we've got all of this ready, right here. Awesome. All ready. So after the video tonight, I'm going to spritz those pages, and we'll come back tomorrow and probably cut those together because those will take a little bit to dry. And then, I mean, with the spritz, they don't take that long to dry because you're not soaking the paper. But still, I'm, you know, getting a little tired, so it's probably about my bedtime. But especially by the time this gets uploaded. But I'm trying to see if I want to cut one more of these. See, this is the yellow. This is the green, blue, and that color. Let's see what other colors I had here. This is the same thing. I have others here, but I don't want to take up any more of your time tonight. So that's what my plan is, and I'll be back with you hopefully tomorrow night. Tomorrow was Thursday, right? So I think, or is it Wednesday? Anyway, you get the idea. We're working on pages, and I'll be back with you. I'll probably I might sew these down. I think that would be fun. Sew these down too before tomorrow. So that's it for today, and thank you for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the next steps here and enjoyed seeing what I did. And I'll go ahead and cut out a little Mary, see if she fits over this whole thing. If she's big enough, I'll use her, and I'll cut her out and put her down here. I think that'll be fun. So, okay, thanks for watching. Happy crafting. I'll see you later.